out. Hey everybody, we are actually
Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends, now I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Not sure what the gusts are, but
well, this Louie and
definitely,
no telling what they're gonna do.
I think we're
you
seeing a
know
little
he's
higher gusts.
got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the
Trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. We are live with our boy Andy Simmons. You gotta love it. Oh no, I lost my browser. Where's it at? Uh-oh. Oh boy, I gotta pop my browser back on. Hang on. Oh man, let me get it going here. Hope everybody's doing it. That was a weird thing. I never had that happen before. All right, so we're gonna drag over spaghettymodels.com. Here we go. There we go. Not really sure what happened there. I think I closed the wrong window. Now my timer's all messed up. It's hard. It's hard being a one-man band. Okay, I think we're good now. That's the first time I think I ever closed the wrong window. Oh well. It's always something new. All right. And I did find my picture from yesterday, so let me pull this up here nice and sexy. I love this. This is my favorite picture in the world right here. Palm trees, American flag, and ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and blue skies. I got everything wrapped up in one with a little bit of weather with the clouds. So, all right. So, hey, good morning, guys. This is the calm before the storm. Christina Smith. Good morning, Finger, Tennessee. Sarah, what's happening in Tennessee, home of Dolly Parton? Taco Tuesday, Harold. What's up in Idaho? Hey, Dale. I saw your videos, man. You had some storms there in Westlake Chapel. Are you around? Hey, Dale, are you around Tarpon Springs by any chance? We can cruise out and have a brewski. Let's see who else is chit-chatting. So, hey, guys, by the way, this is the Daily Brew. This is where we talk weather. Now, it feels weird right now. There's not a lot of weather to talk about. Now, like in the summer or in the spring, we have tornadoes. In the winter, we have winter storms. Supposed to be talking about tropics right now. Supposed to be. I don't know what's going on. Starting to wonder. It's almost August. So we're going to find something to talk about. And there is flooding, by the way, right now happening in St. Louis, Missouri. Oh my goodness. They got rain trained on overnight. 10, 11, 12, 13 inches of rain. Interstate 70 flooded. That's happening right now if you want to check it out. Big rains happening around in and around St. Louis this morning. It's Good morning over there on YouTube. So we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and TikTok. So welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Shelley. We announced our winner yesterday for our generator. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. And let's do some shout-outs since we don't have a lot going on. We got kind of quiet. I'm starting to wonder. Did we start worrying about 2023 yet? So we got John Ferguson over there watching us on YouTube on the laptop. What's up, buddy? You said you got a storm down in the Cayman Islands. Interesting. What's up, Richard Reamer? How's old Galley doing? Time for tacos. I think we're going to do tacos tonight because we're technically camping. I've been sharing some really cool video. We're camping up in off the Anclote River. What's up, Jim Bella? Good morning. Love that little picture there. Good morning. Good morning, Candy from Georgia. Josh Wintergarden. Sounds like a great Florida town. Morning, Dawn. Morning, Scott. Good morning, Tova. That's a cool little name. 4-year anniversary for Tova. I don't think you pop in there very much. I don't recognize your name. Storms again, James. I don't know where you live, but holy cow, the Florida pattern is back. It rains every damn day. And West Pinellas, it's crazy. We were on a boat yesterday up at the Hooters, and it came in early yesterday. What's up with that, Miss Mother Nature? 3 o'clock. It's not supposed to rain at 3. It's supposed to rain at 5. I set my clock every day, 5 o'clock. Corey just drove by our La Quinta. Oh, my goodness. How's it looking, Corey? Hopefully they got it back to normal. That was from Hurricane Ida. Marshall from Melbourne. Home used to be Old Galley. Mahia, good morning. Big Mike. I am getting a little big. I got to slow down on my eating. What's up, Chris? Good morning, James. Good morning, Doug. Mark, the race in Atlanta was great. Bailey Curry, I met him in JD Motorsports. It was a lot of fun, and the girls got to sit on the pit box. He ran really good, middle field, top 20 at one time. Had a loose lug nut and had to make an unscheduled pit stop, and that kind of took him down. But the car looked great. It was a lot of fun. Had a lot of recognition with NASCAR, and we might be doing it again. So stay tuned to that. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. It was kind of neat. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, so let's do some more hellos. So I got my web page back. That's good. I was wondering what the heck happened there. It kind of like disappeared. Now it's back. I'd like to welcome a new sponsor, Carlisle Thompson. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, but they work directly with cities and counties with FEMA, basically. So we'll be doing a little bit more with them, discussing how they help people, cities and counties and schools on post-recovery efforts. A lot of our supporters are in the industry and do a lot of post-recovery that a lot of people don't have any idea about. So got the graphic up there. We're looking at things here. Let me show you the big picture while we still chit-chat. The big picture is nothing. There's big rain going on. I did that. I guess we'll leave the Florida radar on. We have a lot more people in Florida than Missouri, but there is an upper level low spinning. It's actually camped out about right here. But what this does is it kind of prohibits dry air, and we get a lot of juice. So we have a lower level wind flow coming in. Even though we have an upper level low, it actually just aids in moisture. And because of that, we have rains this morning down in South Florida. And there was a lot of storms this morning coming in because of this. So there is an upper level low. You can see it really well here on our Knoll School site. Now see, lower level winds are pretty cool, right? Let's check this out. This is neat. This is happening right now. Lower level winds are blowing in off the Atlantic. However, you go to the upper levels of the atmosphere, 250 level, and boom, there you go. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. There's our low, upper level low. And this is part of the upper level winds that usually the jet stream early season is dipped a little bit farther south. Right now the jet stream's way to the north, which it typically is this time of year. That's why when the jet stream's this far to the north, that's typically why we have all the storms here. And then early season, the jet stream dips and we get a lot of instability coming in off of the Gulf. Upper level winds clash, and that's why we have a lot of storms here across the tornado alley. But right now, there you go. We got a couple upper level lows spinning and creating this big old divergence here of high level winds. So if you're in an airplane right now, the plane, if you took off right here from the Outer Banks, you wouldn't even have to run the motor. Well, you would, but not very much. You could have a direct flight to Houston and have a tailwind all the way. So, Carolina Beach to Houston. You can only use 1 gallon of gas because you have Mother Nature pushing you. I don't know about that. A lot of breaking news going on right now, though, with this flooding going on in Missouri. My Twitter feed is flooded. I did not mean to say that. My Twitter feed is flooded with... That was a very unintentional pun. Man, rain is continuing to fall. 11, 12 inches. A lot of interstates are closed. This is in the St. Louis area. So that's happening right now. All right. Tropics. Let's pop on here real quick since that's what everybody loves to talk about this time of year. Here is your 5-day tropical update. And there's nothing. Nothing. People are getting a little edgy. I'm starting to feel it. Hey, Harold, I'm glad you got to watch replay. Hope you're feeling better today. What's up, Bill? How's the Cubbies doing? Disney dust. We got a lot of dust. We're going to show you the dust. There's a big plume of dust rolling in. Going to dry things up here in the southeast for the weekend. We talked about that yesterday, showed it. So that's kind of interesting. It'll be hot and hazy here toward the latter part of the week here for southeast, especially Florida. Titusville Thunder, and Ethan says, yep, we got these Atlantic Gulf Stream storms blowing in. But anyway, there's your tropics map. Nothing for 5 days. I jumped the gun, I guess, a little early. We have a wave that the Euro and GFS was picking up on last week and was pretty aggressive. Not aggressive, but we had good ensemble support. You know, some of the GFS had it going this way. Euro had it going, you know, riding this high pressure system. But it looks like there's way too much dust, dry air. Models aren't showing much. So if you're wondering, talked about it last week, the low did plop out over the Atlantic. We'll take a look at it. But, man, there's a ton of dry air out there. A ton. And it just happens. You can have everything else in place. But when you have this much dust, this is my Fox Hurricane, the Saharan air layer. That's why we say SAL, S-A-L. Big old, you can see it coming off of Africa right here. Big old plume of dust is rolling off of Africa. So really hard for anything. Look at that. Holy cow. Would you look at that? This is your dust map. Greens and blues are kind of moist atmosphere. Yellows and whites are very dry, very dusty. And look at it. And you can see the low. Low's spin counterclockwise, right? Here's that low yesterday. Came off just as expected. Models picked up on it perfectly last week. There's our low. There's our islands. But it's got dust. Kansas in the wind, dust in the wind. So I don't know, man. Well, you know, I guess what we could, if you really want to stretch things, if it's able to hold itself together, wow, it is. This isn't really tied to it, but it has got a big bubble out there. I didn't notice that. I don't think that's really tied to it, but oh crap! I hit the wrong button. Darn it! I gotta zoom out and do it again. Oh God, I'm all messed up now. Zoom out. There we are. That's not associated with it, but it is kind of sexy. It's a big blob. I like big blobs. Cannot lie. All right. So our low is technically here. There's the islands, Cape Verde Islands. You can see the low spinning. Lower level. Really clear, actually. Let's update the plot here to visible. Should be good sunshine over there in Atlantic right now. Now you kind of see it, look. Look at that. See the low? There's a low right there. That's the low. How low can you go? There's our low. You can kind of see spinach, but it's very dry. So this little blob's interesting. Interesting little guy. I don't know what that's all about. It's not really associated with anything, but it is looking healthy. Let's check out if it's got any spinach or not. But as far as the tropics go, no models are really showing anything. Here's low level. Let's take a look. I guess it does have a little low. Interesting. Hey, maybe Mother Nature tricking us. Let's take a look. 850. Kinda. This is This is more on the monsoon trough. Look at that. There's our low. Looks, that low came off very healthy off the Atlantic. There's just no convection with it off the Africa. But this little blob here south of the islands is kind of messy, but interesting nonetheless. Huh. I don't know. Nobody's talking about it. Yesterday, the GFS at one time was having this low and this low kind of like merging into one, and that's what it was showing. Hey, never know. Gotta watch these things in real time. Blobby blob. I see rotation. What's up, Rob from Baghdad? Holy moly, that's a long way away. Are you seriously watching this from over there? That's crazy. So yeah, well, I don't know. We'll take a look at the other wave. It could be a little slide job here. All eyes were on the one wave, and we got this other little wave. So here's a good surface analysis. This is tropicaltidbits.com. The problem is every model's fizzling it. Now it's still going to reach the islands. Now look, we got a lot of people watching in the Caribbean. So by this weekend, there's a lot of moisture coming in. Not storms or anything, but just you follow the moisture. This is whatever happens there. That's our little bit of wave action. So this weekend, the weekend rains for the islands, and that's that wave. And the GFS at one time had it develop in a little bit. One time the Euro had it develop in, but right now they're not. The GFS on the 30th. There's our little juice box. There it is again on the weekend, and then doesn't really do anything with it. A lot of shear down here also. I don't know. This is nothing. Nothing. What do you want me to talk about? There's nothing. I can't make anything up. So we do have rains coming for the weekend. I mean, this is a guarantee. More northern half, but our wave here that we're watching here is going to actually reach the islands. That has never changed. As far as development goes, I don't see any models right now that are really supporting it. So until that happens, I'm not going to speculate. Here's the latest Euro. These are your 10-day ensembles. Look, I mean, there's not even one. That's not even one. 1 out of 51. There's not even one. So the Euro is not excited. Now, a couple days ago it was. We showed that yesterday, but let's just worry about now. Let's not talk about yesterday. Now, the GFS, global probability for GFS. Let's see. Oh, look at that. 6 Z's out. Here we go. Let's pop out 7 days. And look at that. Nothing. 10 days. Nothing. So the models are just really not very excited at all. I mean, nothing. Let's take a vacation. So yeah, tropics are slow. What's up, Mary? Good morning. The blob has spin. Should we examine the blob? All right. So real quick, all the ones wondering what the heck's going on. So let's leave this up. I'm gonna chit chat real quick. Then we're gonna look more at that blob. All right. So here's where we're at. This is the map. We did have an official update from the Colorado State University, July the 7th, I think it was, that they still expect 17 more storms. That was after Colin. So Colorado State University is what a lot of folks go by for predictions because they have really good tropical scientists. And they still expected July 7th to have 17 more storms. 17! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It almost seems impossible. 17 more storms. But we haven't had one yet. But the environment hasn't changed for peak season months, bottom line. Still water's expected to be, overall, it is already warmer than normal in the Gulf and Caribbean. We talked a lot about it yesterday. The Atlantic's a little cooler than normal because of all this dust. The dust actually acts like a blanket and helps cool the Atlantic down a little bit on the surface temporarily. Long-range modeling suggests we're going to have a very strong La Nina, which has a lot less wind shear across the Caribbean. Right now there's wind shear, but it's expected to slow down in August and September. That's why they're expecting higher activity. Plus, some of the long-range modeling suggests Africa monsoonal season will be a little more active, meaning more moisture pumping across the Atlantic. So I don't know. Hey, the MJO is kind of phasing into an enhanced phase. I said vacation. I was sneaky. I guess officially we're not a vacation because I'm still in my little office here. Even though we're camping, I'm 15 minutes from my office. So technically I'm not camping because I'm coming home, taking a shower, working all morning. I left this morning at 5. Julie called me. Where the heck you going? I'm like, I don't know. I woke up, had stuff to do. Had coffee with Mom. Mom's like, what's wrong? 5:15 in the morning. Chris, everybody wonders why Colorado is the home of hurricane tracking. I guess it's just because they're located in Colorado, but they do have the smart cookies out there that talk tropics. So anyway, we'll see. August things are expected to ramp up. They always do. We'll see. We will SEA. But anyway, so yeah, the Gulf's warm, James. Yeah, we were out there yesterday. Overcast, Jamaica. Ian Campbell says, "Yep, it is." Let's. So I got the map up above my head. Kind of includes Jamaica. So the map above my head is live. You can see that big burst of convection happening overnight. This is a long loop. Let me go to 6 hours. I think this is 6 hours. There's that rain that hit Missouri overnight. Strong satellite imagery showing rain training. Now, here's the story for the rest of the week, though. I just posted this a second ago. We do have a flooding chance remaining today. Here it is, red, moderate chance. This is our lingering front. This is the only storyline we got. We got a front that's just kind of like draped across the U.S., and that's going to linger for a few days. Now, tomorrow, we have flooding a little bit to the east. This is reaching folks here, almost the whole state of Kentucky, all the adjoining states. We have red, moderate in Wisconsin, began with a W, West Virginia. So moderate chance. Problem we got in places like West Virginia and stuff, we got all these little mountains and foothills, and man, that water accumulates fast. So be on alert tomorrow. This lingering front is just lingering around, and let's see what day 3 looks like. The same. Holy cow. Not good. So we got 2 days here. 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday. This is Thursday. So, man, that's not good. 3 days of flooding rains potential. Here's your 5-day rain outlook. Heavy rains. We're talking 5 to 7 inches of rain here for large area of West Virginia. That's the storyline. High pressure over the south. Look at Texas. Holy cow. Texas, you can't catch a break. Texas, 5-day rains. I'm talking, that is like zilch. Unbelievable. Georgia's not going to get much rain in the next 5 days. Florida's going to get a little normal stuff, but man, look at that. Texas bone dry. What did you guys do out there, man, to piss off Mother Nature? Man, that is incredible. High pressure system just sitting on top of Texas. Let's take a look at the dust coming in. So this is kind of interesting. We got a big dust plume rolling in. We saw it yesterday on the Euro. You could really see it. African dust is making its way. Let's hope the CAMS model's back. I think the NASA model not even back yet. Darn it, what is going on, man? Why is this not updating? Bummer. Did it update yesterday? Jeez, hasn't updated in a few days. Bummer. Alright, so now we got to go to CAMS, but that only goes out 40 hours. Anyway, all right, so here's where we're at today. This is tomorrow. So this is tomorrow's map. Tomorrow, 27th. And you can see this is the dust plume here. This is what's going to be heading towards South Florida. This is tomorrow, but mainly Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, dust. So we're going to have less rain chances for the Florida Peninsula and Southeast because of this dust. The dust is coming in. And again, if you look at that 5-day rain forecast, where did you go? Oh, where did you go? I do not see you anymore. So the 5-day rains is because of this dust. Dry air is invading the southeast here. There you go. So 5 days, plume of dust rolling in and pretty much drying up that part of the world. Some of that probably going to get into Texas too. So dry air is to blame. Kansas is the reason. Anyway, so yeah, high pressure and dust safe from hurricanes, Andy. We'll see. What's up, Ashley? Good morning. Kentucky going to get some rains. It looks like. Now full of mud, Amy says. Big race this weekend in Alabama. Well, there you go. 5 days. Not too bad. Northern Alabama is going to get some, but there you go. So, babadoo, babadoo, babadoo. All right. So anyway, dust is a little above average this year. Yes, it is above average. Sherry, good morning. Dust coming from Africa, believe it or not. You can track it. This is a good My Fox hurricane. It actually comes from the deserts of the Sahara. And strong lower level winds blow east to west, lower level winds, and it blows this dust. Lots of it. Looks like a cinnamon bun. Cinnamon bun. Look at that. That is all the way through Thursday. Let's stop that. Let's go to Thursday. Stop. Monday. Why don't we go to the end? There's the end. All right. So here's Thursday. Look at that cinnamon bun. All right. So technically, this is that low that, it's going to be here over the weekend. But man, I mean, that is just the most unfavorable conditions in the Atlantic right now. So that low that looked like it could have had a shot coming off of Africa, it's just going to have all this dust. This is Thursday night. And here's that dust. It is going to make its way to Texas, by the way. This is Thursday, and all this dust here is making its way into the Gulf. And by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it'll be up here. So the dust is coming. Run, run, run. Bill, it says we need a storm work magic. Well, I didn't have any magic yesterday when we had to sit out and wait for the storm to pass, that's for sure. So it's calm. Nothing I can say. I don't know. Nobody knows. Tropics will do whatever it wants. We do have a kind of somewhat favorable MJO pattern right now. Doesn't matter when we have dust. So that is that. Yeah, I mean, the MJO is favorable. But that's what we got. So there you go. I don't know. What's happening in Merritt Island? I don't know what's going on with Merritt Island. What do you mean what's going on? Merritt Island. Oh, she's just asking what's happening, Brad, to Shelley probably. Let's take a look at the radar for the next, again, dry. I showed the 5-day. We just don't have a lot going on. Rains today. Let's take a look at that just for kicks and see where it's coming from. We got that big old frontal boundary bringing in the rains north. That's could be significant for the next couple days. Here's that frontal line. So this stuff whoops, let me get back here. So this frontal line right here is going to be hanging around for the next few days. And that's going to be bringing in a lot of moisture. In South Florida, we got a little rain again today. Here's Tuesday. There's your Tuesday rains with Florida. Looks the same, right? Set your clock to it. Storms are brewing. Let's zoom in on the upper Gulf because we know Texas isn't getting anything. So we're going to go to southeast here. Take a look at that. So today, here's your storms. Look at that flow pattern. Coming in hot. This is early afternoon. Early afternoon rains coming into upper Gulf today, and then we could have a initial little round like yesterday, 3-4 o'clock along the Florida West Coast again today. But then big stuff brews in behind. This is this evening, so everything today, and then we have a little more concentration down in the south, but everything flowing this way today, as always. So there you go. It's like Groundhog Day. Tomorrow, kind of the same. Tomorrow, flow coming in early morning, early afternoon, and a little more south component to the storm tomorrow, but still afternoon tomorrow. So look at that, man. It's like deja vu, man. Set your clock. Central West Coast, Florida. East Coast isn't getting much. East Coast is staying kind of dry here. Let's take a look here at the East Coast and see what's happening over by Miss Shelley's house. Hey, we got a lot of new subscribers, by the way. We really appreciate it. We're a little different than most. We give away a lot of perks. Stickers, Christmas cards, shirts, text services, all kinds of fun stuff. Shelley maintains a Google Calendar. If we ever have any special lives or cancel lives or stuff, you can go to a Google Calendar and see what's happening. But we did pick up some new subscribers in the last couple of days, so appreciate that. Here's rain accumulation today, by the way. This is through tomorrow, and you can see East Coast staying kind of dry and heavier concentration Central West Coast. Same tomorrow. This is today. Should be 24-hour rain. It is. Okay. Tomorrow rains. A little less tomorrow. This is tomorrow rains. A little less. A little less tomorrow. Thursday will be really less. Look at that. Holy cow, look at that. There's no way. Nothing Thursday. Almost nothing. Look at that. Almost no rain on Thursday. Almost. Can't discount a little stray guy here or there. But look at that. Overall, Thursday. Bone dry Thursday. Carolyn Ott from Louisiana. Good to see you. Show you lightning from my feet. What the heck are you talking about, Brad? We need rain in Texas. Texas is completely, pouring Homestead Joe. Yeah, you got that. A lot of juice down there throughout the day. Hey, Jose, appreciate that. I wish there was just more to talk about. There's really not. Weather's a little slow right now. There's just, we don't have anything really brewing. The rains coming to West Virginia tomorrow could be something to worry about. So if it does what it did in St. Louis area is overnight, and we got people that live east of that area towards Kentucky and West Virginia, the surrounding areas, the next couple of days could be very wet. So pay attention to that. David thinks St. Louis Cardinals no baseball. I keep seeing, let's go to Twitter just to kind of keep up. Remember, I got a Twitter feed on the webpage. The whole idea is the webpage is keeping up with everything. So down here, about halfway down, I got a Twitter feed here that's got all my favorite people. Here's Jeff Pietrowski talking about a creek here that rose incredibly. I read this earlier this morning. Look at this. I can't really make that any bigger on Twitter. It stays about the same. But I can copy the address and make it bigger. There we go. Look at that sucker. I mean, this creek here, St. Peter's, which is around St. Louis area, was hovering around 2 feet. And within a period of an hour, it went to 22 feet. So it rose 20 feet. That's like, poof. Flood stage, luckily, is 23, but it's expected to be higher than that. So, all that is some fast accumulation from 2 feet to 20 feet of rain. Now, that's a creek. That doesn't mean 20 feet of rain fell. Just that's where all the water goes when rain is done. But let's see. Thousands of people are dealing with flash floods in people trapped in cars, homes, life-threatening waters. Here's a video from Raw's Alert, just showing you somewhere, St. Louis. So yeah, it's bad. And that's what everybody's talking about right now. 7 inches of rain in a 5-hour stretch. Catastrophic extreme weather event, St. Louis. This is happening right now. Weather Nation showing a lot of videos. I can't really show them all. You have to go over there and look at them. But anyway, that's what's happening right now. So, and did you see the Texas fires yesterday? Oh my God, 26 homes now. A suburban neighborhood. I don't even know where that's at. Balk Springs. Let's see where that's at. BALH. City in Texas. Let's take a look. I don't even know. We used to do geography together. But 26 homes now are destroyed because of a brush fire. So it's outside of Dallas. Terrible. And it was all from a lawnmower sparked the fire. 26 homes, man. That's just unbelievable how fast it can spread. That's scary as we enter these peak months here where the heat and drought are happening. So terrible situation. 26 homes caught off. I mean, you imagine that, just all of a sudden, boom. I'm telling you, hurricanes stink, no doubt about it. But you have time. We got days to watch a hurricane. I mean, you know, these fires and flash floods. I mean, come on, like. You go to bed last night in St. Louis area and you wake up to catastrophic flash flooding. Same thing with these brush fires. You might be at work and get the bad news. You come home and your whole neighborhood's wiped out. I mean, at least like I said with a hurricane, you got time. You know, you got time to prepare and put stuff and, you know, take with you or safe belongings if you pictures and stuff. So. Anyway, all right, so let's say we keep looking at some comments here and what's cooking. Yes, Becky agreed to that. I need everybody to wash your car if there's enough water out there. I don't know. Do you ever watch the videos from Lake Mead out there? That's an amazing story. Seeing that water drop. Weather's on vacation, Joel says. Yeah, Chris, you know, it's 1 year at Talladega. What's up, Karen? Good morning. You get a little rain coming this weekend? Yep. Nope, it's supposed to be there. Not a lot, but it's coming. I'm kind of curious, this little blob here. Not that it's tropical or anything, but it's this could all be reaching you by the weekend. Let's hope for you, right? A little bit of here. Look at all this lightning going on, by the way, in South Florida. This is all from that upper level low pressure area. So it's rocking and rolling South Florida. Look at that. That's all lightning and stuff. Big old blobs. This is all heading in towards South Florida. So this should all be making its way in throughout the day. So you just keep your eyes and peeled to the sky. Getting a little rainy over Bahamas for sure. But our blob of rain, look at the Pacific, it's got two things going on right now. So it's true, when the Pacific's hot, the Atlantic is not. Or there you go, we got two areas. They're already up to their 7th storm in the Pacific. They're up to 7 already. Interesting. All right, so we're going to look at our blob here. This is, I guess if we wanted to, we could take a look at this. I mean, it's got spinach. It's a pretty looking blob. I mean, you know, it's got spinach. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's your islands there, Cape Verde Islands. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. Let's check out some other cool maps here. So let's look at Vorticity. 850. I don't know if this goes out that far. Yeah, it does. So we got a little broad level spinach. 500. Got really good mid-level spinach. Interesting. I don't think our shear map goes out that far though. But it doesn't. The shear isn't that big a deal. All right. Water tips are cool, but hey, you never know. Interesting. Juicy blobs. Uh-oh. Not available. What's up with that? Let's try a different one. Let's see. I don't know. We'll just leave this one on for now. And we'll chit-chat. So anyway, hey, I guess that's the only thing cooking out there. There is dry air all around it. Conditions are not that favorable, but hey, I don't know. You never know. That one's not available either. Well, darn it. It's just the future dust map shows it, and really shows it getting entrained here in the dust. See, another thing you got to realize too, when you have dust up here, but then you have a low pressure spinning, what usually happens is it'll pull this dust down into it, and it'll actually wrap itself full of dust. So when you have dust to the north, sometimes your low pressure actually picks it up and actually brings it down into your system. So it could be riding below that dust line, but the upper level winds, if it tried to develop, it would probably pull that down in, and it would make it very difficult to organize. So I don't know. I'll point that out later. We'll keep an eye on it. But right now, it just doesn't look like much. But hey, you never know. It's got a little window around it. So yes, last week we talked about this wave in Africa, and we said, there was a big plume coming in behind it. There's a big plume ahead of it. I don't know. Spinach. Good morning, Kitchen. How's it going in South Florida? Yeah, John Ferguson's talking about our cruise. Cannot wait. We're doing a party the night before at the Cape. So yes, if you're a cruiser, you got to check it out. The most fun you'll ever have with a bunch of weather geeks like us. That's what I was talking about, Chris. I got sidetracked with our St. Croix. But yeah, no, one time I was scared about Talladega. The generator underneath was so hot. Like, didn't catch on fire or anything, but I thought about that. I'm like, I wonder if any RV has ever caught fire because generators, low, and if you got grass, that's scary if you think about it, right? I thought about putting a mat underneath it or something. But anyway. All right, well, that's cool. Mahia, a lot of moisture through Africa. Well, that's kind of supposed to be happening soon. Usually the dust is pretty heavy this time of year, and it starts to lighten up a little bit. We can take a look at Africa here. Let's take a look. If I can find it. I can never find it on the map. Here's Middle East and Africa, but I thought there was a larger. I guess we can just look at that. Here's precipitable water. So yeah, there's that's what they keep talking about. There's signs that Africa. Here, for example, this is first part of August. Some of these are getting a little more juicier than normal here in this general area, and this is what comes out and rides itself to the Atlantic. So, and like Shelley mentioned the other day, a lot of folks watch the Indian Ocean actually, and watch everything flow into Africa. So that's part of the long range modeling, is the amount of moisture expected. And if you like to do that kind of stuff, Levi's got it on his site. He's got these long range climate maps that you can take a look at. And I don't know if we have a wider one of Africa. I don't think we do. But long range, you can do climate, CFS monthly, CFS weekly. You can look at things like precipitation anomalies. These are monthly. So here's August. So one model here is your precipitation anomaly, meaning your average. So obviously green is more precipitation than expected based on history. So the African month of August here, we're showing above average precipitation. So this is one of the factors, thinking that, well, you could have, you hear about the African wave train, and it sets up, as we enter peak season, and you get these systems rolling off Africa one at a time. They call it the African wave train. Well, long-range modeling showing increased moisture for August. So that's one thing. Let's go into September. Same. So, and really October things really slow down, believe it or not. So really we're in the prime time for August, September. We really don't get a lot of waves coming in off of Africa in October as far as average goes. So it's really August, September, and it is expected, according to this, that we're going to see a little bit more moisture coming in off of Africa. Then you get to the Atlantic, and because of La Nina, you have less wind shear. History says when you have La Nina, you have less wind shear. So when you have moisture, when you have less wind shear, you have warmer temperatures expected far sea surface temperatures, then you got all the ingredients for an active hurricane season, which we're in the season, but peak season. So this is, like I said, there's when I always say, there's long range modeling. This is one of the models that they use. Not this particular one on this site, but long range precipitation models. And again, they look all the way past this. They look at what's happening over here before Africa. So anyway, that's expected to start spitting out more tropical lows, which could slow down the sow, which is typically does slow down during peak season. So there's that. How about that? So we talked about the flooding. We got 3 days of rains coming across central U.S. because of that lingering front. We have dry air coming in to southeast because of dust. We have high pressure camped out along with that dust over Florida and the southeast. So combination of dust and high pressure, things are going to remain extra dry starting tomorrow, and then especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So anyway, travel alerts are happening. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the long range stuff's pretty cool. I mean, on Levi's site, he's got a lot of good stuff. And don't forget, if you go to Levi's site, he also has added the Euro longer runs and 6Z, 18Z now. So you can look at the Euro 6Z, and it only goes out 90 hours, but at least it updates frequently now. I mean, look, it's still showing the rains. Increased rains this weekend. It just doesn't show that our system's out. Let's take a look at the monsoon trough, because, if it could ride out ahead of this, this is where it's at right now. This is basically the low we're watching right here. But nobody's talking about it, so I'm not going to waste too much time on it. Just know that we saw it first. We know it's got spinach. And it's really showing up clear as day. This is that big blob. Let's go to 850. So, it's kind of broad, but it's got low pressure spin. This is 850. Here's the one that came off yesterday. This is the Dust Meister. This is the one we were watching a lot. Now, the GFS did for a short time predict this thing to come down here, and this one kind of merges with it and possibly get going. So this double low scenario is not anything new, but we're seeing it in real time. 500 millibar, interesting. It's very broad, but look, it's got spin. It's not the prettiest looking system, but it's got spin. So, I don't know. We'll have to watch it in real time. Like I said, it's not very, very pretty organized. This is, here's your islands right here. It's due south. We look at the surface map. You can go back to the surface map here, and we'll see the same thing somewhere. We can go back to Weather Nerds. Just really look at it close, zoom in on it, and see what I'm talking about. There we go. So this is, there we go. So there it is. There's the islands. There's the blob. So it's a pretty little blob. Could that be Danielle? Is Danielle? Oh, do we have any real Danielles out there? Are you sneaky? Are you like mischievous, like sneaky? So anyway, anything else we can go? Okay, yes, I assume Dr. Levi's feeling better. Let's hope, David. I believe I saw him posting normal. Morning, Clark Clank. You can smack me for that one, Clark. Clark Thomas from St. Augustine. Good morning. Dale Yell. Earnhardt. Dale, what do you think about the NASCAR, man? Were the Rays ever going to win again? They're on a little losing streak again. Have a meal. See you tomorrow. Jim, I agree. Jim Miles. 17 storms in 2 months. I don't know. They might have to adjust their numbers. Right. All right. I caught up to everything. So, well, there you go. So, in a nutshell, tropics are slow. If you really want to go out on a limb and look at something, we can take a look at this. If you want to watch. Dust and dry air invading the southeast. Big rains across the middle U.S. into West Virginia tomorrow and Thursday to watch. And that's it. I don't know. Can't do much more than that. Golf walk. Chris, that's a great question. I don't know what the hottest golf is. I think it's in the middle of 90s. Rick's from Frisco, Texas. Man, you guys, I don't know where that's at. Let's do a geography lesson. We always do. When people chime in and I don't know where it's at, we always look them up. So we're gonna see where that's at. Right here. Here we go. We're gonna zoom out. Rick is here, just north of Dallas. So you're close to the fires over here yesterday, man. Got any good barbecue out there? Got any black gold? Chris, I don't think that's Florida, is it? Was that Florida? There you go, Rick. Yeah, we got it. Dallas is a suburb of Frisco. I like it. Good morning, Loretta Reed. Good morning. How's it going? We're doing good. So we had a good day yesterday. We took a little boat ride out to Three Rooker Island. It was beautiful out there. Actually went to Anclote, not Three Rooker Island. And it was nice. I haven't done it in a while. The water was, I thought, very pleasant. I love 88 degrees. It was kind of uneventful. We got stuck in a big rainstorm. 3 o'clock rains came in. But I've been to Anclote in a while. Anclote's very nice. Might hit a couple. There's a restaurant north of there. I actually Googled. I was looking at it. I don't know if I got any more maps up here. Let's close some stuff out so I don't crash my Chrome. I got about 10 sites, the same thing going on. There we go, ABC. that's where it all began. So I'm thinking about this little place today. Mom and Dad are coming up for barbecue maybe tomorrow, or hot dogs and hamburgers. Supposed to rain tomorrow, but Thursday looks good. We might hit the Splashwater Park. We haven't been there all year. That's down at Indian Rocks Beach. So I was looking today. We're up here at the Anclote River, but I noticed today there's a little place just north. We went to, man, how far up was Hooters yesterday? Cracker Barrel. This is in North. No. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I was looking at this place. So this looks really good. This is called the Widow's Fletcher's. Has anybody ever been there? It looks really nice. Newport Richie. They got docks, I noticed. You know, this is a cool thing about Google. You can zoom in and you can spy. So they got docks. But they got music. Looks good. I don't know. Anybody been there? Let me know. I'll read the chats later, but might hit that little spot today. We'll see. I just have to navigate new waters. Where the heck's my Hooters at? Oh, way up here. That's where we were yesterday. There's the Hooters. The Hooters on the water. Right here. That's where we were at. It's pretty neat. Have a Hooters on the water with a boat. Chris, you ever been there? This is where we were, and Cloak. We were hanging out right about here. It was nice. Probably about right here. Sarah had a great time. She loves the water. Now she gets her fire pit tonight. She had to do fire. She was mad at me yesterday because we didn't do a fire. She's like, Dad. So tonight we're going to be doing a fire pit. It's all about Sarah's fire pit tonight. So we got more incoming storms here coming today. You got to watch for South Florida. These storms are going to be popping in here later here soon. Afternoon storms again brewing here, pushing west. That's it. Fort Pitt. They did find seashells. You recommend? Oh, cool, man. A couple people have been there. Great. Shelly shared a image yesterday. Shelly, what name storm are we up to 2 years ago? We were already up to like what number? We're at 3 right now. We've had 3 storms, but 2 years ago we were at way higher. Hey, let's go to TikTok. Thanks for sharing. We're trying to get TikTok figured out. We'll be streaming the actual Daily Brew soon once they give me the key to where I can import it in OBS. So that'll be neat, I hope. Instagram's also doing the same thing. We're going to be able to have our own network key to where we can plug in OBS. So anyway, Judy, hey, good morning. Thank you. Yep, the girls found their first sand dollar yesterday. They break really easy though. Oh, I told them I was going to make I got to bring the drill. I told them we'd make a wind chime. So yeah, I got to bring the fishing line so I can do that. Isaiah. We were already up to Isaiah. Oh, I got your joke. So we were already up at Isaiah right now? So what was that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Did we already have like 9 storms that year? Are you kidding me? So we already had Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzala, Hannah. So 2 years ago, we already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 storms. 9 storms. 9 storms. We already had 9. We were on a 9th storm 2 years ago. Why am I showing 2026 here? Because they every 6 years the names rotate. Or was that last year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 years. 2020. Was it 2021? 2020. So anyway, the names alternate every 6 years. And we were already at the 9th storm. So that's crazy. Crazy. All right. Well, we'll be live tomorrow. There's a good chance we might not be live Thursday because we might be heading down to the Splashwater Park with the girls. So if there's nothing to talk about, I ain't gonna. We'll save maybe like a Friday weekend one. So probably not Thursday unless things change. So all right. So be good. I'm gonna post 2 things now that are important. Flooding potential the next couple days with this lingering stalled front, and I'm gonna show a little bit about that blob down south of the Cape Verde Islands with a little bit of spinach. So probably be called a hyper, but that's okay. Isa, yeah. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Taco Tuesdays. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.